currently 2:28 in the morning when I received this text message on Instagram. It's a photo of the front of my house with the words "nice rims." I hop out of bed, look outside, and very faintly notice a car has just left my street. In a hurry, I quickly grabbed my keys and rushed off in search of the vehicle. Little did I know, this would be the start to an elaborate story of me chasing down my psychotic stalker. Okay, so I want to preface this video by saying I'm not like this crazy famous internet celebrity that gets stalked by everyone and their mom and dog. That's just not the case. This is literally the only time that my social media presence has ever actually been a problem. But speaking of problem, after I received that text, the first thing I did was drive around my neighborhood since I was literally only like 30 seconds behind. Chances are they hadn't left yet, and looked for literally any car that could have been the culprit. Homie literally couldn't have picked a better day to do this. It is so foggy outside. I can't even see anything and there's no cars on the road. I've been driving around all of these streets looking for any car, but they're just not there. But then I checked their Instagram account and it was anything but normal. There were 3 photos dated from like a year ago. One of them was flexing cash, classic. Another one was a fit check, and I can't lie, he was pretty drippy with this one. And then the third one was a photo of a car. And I quickly recognized, because this was taken at Legacy West, which is like a restaurant place nearby me. So chances are this guy was living in the area. But to be honest, I didn't really care because most people are all talk and they'll never actually do anything. And chances are this was like one of my friends just messing with me, since every single person I know for some reason decides to only sleep once their vital organs are dying. But a day goes by and this is when things actually start to get suspicious. I'm coming back from the casino, and right when I'm about to turn into my neighborhood, I notice this car that suddenly takes a turn, zooms, switches 2 lanes, and gets right behind me. And since I'm always checking my rearview mirror, I literally notice immediately. But sometimes that just happens because there's like weird cars who try to race me, and also it's Texas, which is notorious for having some of the worst drivers in the entire multiverse. It's still not that big of a deal. Maybe bro's just my neighbor and I'm tripping. But this is when it actually gets strange. So my neighborhood has this like gate thingy that goes up and down, and they give you like this little scanner that like opens the gate. But if you don't live there, you don't have one of those. And as I'm going through the gate, I notice this guy tailgates me, which basically means they follow you through really close, which is illegal. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I do it all the time. So I didn't care that much. I was just like, okay, now he's being weird. Maybe he's trying to visit his friend and he's sneaking in or something. Did he just tailgate us? Now you might be thinking, why don't you call the cops? You're obviously being followed. Well, not obviously, because this happens to me sometimes. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just super unlucky, but of course I'm not stupid. I'm not just gonna drive straight to my house and let them follow me and figure out where I live. So I go and make a turn on a random street. Sure enough, looking behind me, the guy's done the same thing. And I'm like, what in the world? Now I'm thinking, okay, maybe he just lives on this street. I'm like giving him the benefit of the doubt here. So I go all the way down and take another right. And sure enough, he takes another right. And I'm like, okay, maybe he lives on this street. There's just a chance, maybe he missed a turn. So I, boom, another right turn. Nah, this is ridiculous.
They're still following.
I know. Finally, another car to help save us. And if you know anything about being followed, when you make 4 right turns, you are being followed. So now I'm like, okay, this guy's following me. Now I'm thinking this guy's straight tweaking, so I stop my car, bust a U-turn to try and confront them, and they're zooming off. And I'm like, what? Today I got these photos. Today, why is this happening? Like, it can't be a coincidence. Like, something's going on. He's still here. I'm busting you. Yo, they're gassing it. What? Yo, look at that. They're going so fast.
They're gone.
They're gone. Bro, what? No, they're down there. You see the taillights down there? Bro, they're going so fast. Dude, they definitely hit like 60 miles an hour in the residential. What? So I start following them. They're like flying. They're going, like 2 cars are just dashing at 60 miles an hour in a residential street. For legal reasons, not me, obviously. But eventually they get away because some car blocks me off. I can't get to them, and they leave the neighborhood. And I'm pretty pissed because I didn't even catch their license plate or anything. Now I'm just thinking these guys are like weird or something. So I go on with my day. I don't go home. I decided to go grab something. And sure enough, 45 minutes later, I get a notification on my phone. And you're not gonna believe what it is. It says that there's been an AirTag moving with you. And I'm like, okay, that's weird, because sometimes this does pop up if you have like someone with you that you're not usually with, and maybe they have an AirTag on like their wallet or something. It happened. But I didn't have anyone with me except for my friend, who definitely doesn't have an AirTag. He literally uses a Samsung. I know, what a weirdo, right? But sure enough, I'm home and I start looking under my car, and sure enough, I see an AirTag sitting there. And now I'm so confused, because yesterday I got these photos sent to me. Today I'm being followed around in my neighborhood, and next thing you know, there's an AirTag on me. So it's like, maybe that's why they had my location. I'm so tripping balls. Like, I literally don't know what's happening. But at this point, I'm so paranoid, and I'm thinking like, this can't be a coincidence anymore. Like, these events need to be connected. So I do something absolutely savage. I go and take the AirTag off of my car, and this is so bad, and I don't think I should even say this. Like, this is straight cook. I go tape it on one of my neighbors across the street's cars. It's like a white Tesla. Put the AirTag on another car. We're gonna see who gets the lap. We're gonna see who gets the last lap this time. It's gonna throw them off like crazy. I just put it on their car and I'm like, yes, I'm throwing them off. You know, they're never gonna find me. They're only gonna chase some random Tesla. And since he's close to me anyway, they'll just think it's like just my car if it's ever parked up and they're looking at the location. But for the next couple days, I take things more seriously. I make a police report, and I'm telling you, I'm so scared every single day, all day. Even if people are following me into my neighborhood and not tailgating me, I'm freaking out. I get a phone call from a random number, I'm tweaking. Like, if someone's playing a diabolical prank on me, I'm so pissed. I'm actually freaking out. And if they did, they actually got me good. And also, one big issue, I can't even trust my friends, because I'm sitting there and it could be any of them and I don't even know. What am I supposed to do? Also, another thing, I don't even think this is related to all of this, but this happened at the same time as like when all this was going down. I saw my car listed on Facebook Marketplace. Like, some guy was trying to sell it for like $8,000. Bro, what is this? Don't ask questions. If you know, you know. This is literally taken in some random parking garage I was in. At least he blurred my license plate. I know it's me though, because I'm the only one that puts the little shark there. So it has to be my car. How did he get in it? How did he get this? Anyways, another day goes by and the police report is going absolutely nowhere. I mean, let's think about it. Some 18-year-old kid says someone took a photo of his car and then he got followed around in his neighborhood. They have like 2 people dying every 5 minutes and they have Hellcats to chase down. They probably don't think it's that big of a deal. So I went ahead and spent $1,250 on a private investigator. I'm in crippling debt. And he immediately got to work. And sure enough, his results were a lot better than police, because I literally watched this guy go down every single house on my street, talk to the people and tell them and ask them for Ring doorbell footage, so you know he's about it. And then he sent emails to like the HOA and all this to get like camera footage of every car that went in and out at night, and so much more. Like, it's honestly crazy what money can do. But once again, I'm in crippling debt, so please subscribe and like watch all the ads and click on them so I can get some money back. But after all his digging, it took him a whopping 12 hours to come back to me with 4 different suspects. So I just got great news. We have 4 suspects. He's gotten us these papers. So first suspect is David. He's my friend. So suspect number 2, Sam. Suspect number 3, that's not Aura. On a real note, I think he knows what he's doing, because I actually know all these people. Speaking of people, this one's you. We have an issue because he said the only way he's gonna guarantee that we get the right person is if we go grab that AirTag that I put on that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So we had another issue. How was I gonna get the AirTag? I started looking every day for this white Tesla, and honestly, since this was around Thanksgiving time, the guy might have just been there for a little vacation and now he's in like New York or something. So I mean, the guy could be looking at the location of the AirTag and actually just think that I'm weird. And also, imagine how awkward it's gonna be trying to like take it out in the middle of the night. Yeah, anyways, it was a lot harder than just throwing it on a random car. But lucky for me, it just takes a couple days and I see the car back. It's time to go in for the kill. He finally came back. Even though there's probably more white Teslas in my neighborhood than grains of sand on earth, I knew this was the one because it had a matching license plate. Also, don't ask why my pants look like I'm an average white chick at the mall on a Saturday. Right here, I checked to make sure that no one was looking, went down, and then looked for it, felt around, and grabbed it. Guess what I got? I can't believe it. Dude, they left for like a whole week. I'm guessing they left for like Thanksgiving break or something. But dude, they just came back.
We're gonna find him.
Eventually, I grab it and give it to the private investigator, and I waited and waited. Hours later, we had a matching Apple ID. I looked up their Instagram, everything added up, the car they were in, everything. It had to have been the same guy. And out of the 4 suspects, it was suspect number 2, Sam, the weird kid in my high school. And we quickly got his address and so much more and decided to go in for an interview. I was kind of putting my life at risk with this since he is kind of just a weirdo and a stranger. So please subscribe and enjoy.
All right, so we've arrived at allegedly his crib. It's actually a nice little house. It's actually cute. I'm actually nervous though. Like, I'm trying to put on a smile for the camera, but I'm dead ass freaking out. Dude, but I mean, if he's who we think it is, I'm telling you, this guy's so skinny. Like, he's actually just a little kid. So I'm gonna give him this mic, and I hope he does the interview. Who just leaves their door open like this? Bro, what? They don't even have a doorbell. What am I supposed to do with this? Do you see this? It doesn't have a doorbell. What does he want me to do? Was that too many knocks? I can see the camera girl laughing. You're trying to look over, you can't see anything. Bro, why doesn't he have a doorbell? He's actually weird. Like, why doesn't he have a doorbell? That's my last one. If he doesn't show up, it's cool.
Hi, who are you?
Are you Sam?
Yeah.
So.
What are you doing here?
My bad. It's just like, so basically, I just got some information that like you might be someone who's been like taking like kind of like weird photos or maybe following me. Like, do you know if that's true?
That's totally not true. I don't even know who you are.
No. Come on, be real. Do you actually like?
Yeah.
I gotta show you the photo.
Who the fuck are you?
Bro, I've been knocking at your door. Basically, there's this guy who's been following me around. I hired a private investigator, and they took me to this house, and they told me for sure this is Sam. Are you Sam?
Okay, so I know what you're
I'm not
thinking.
Sam.
That was
Are
a
you
really
Sam?
weird, just
Yeah.
whole interaction. And in the end, I actually wasn't wrong because he ended up texting me, and I'm gonna blur the screenshot because he told me not to tell. But he basically said he did do it, and he said that he was just like playing a joke and he just like liked the content. Yeah, it was him, and it made sense because he was so weird when we finally questioned him. But you guys gotta subscribe, please. I need to pay rent. Also, watch this because this video is so much more ridiculous.